Hey, what's cracking everybody? Welcome back to Computer Games Hardware. It's March everybody, so you know what that means. There's some new games releasing and we're going to rock and roll through them. So let's get stuck into it. Alright, I should also note before we get started, not only is March a big month for video game releases, but it's a big month for birthdays in my family. So I just want to wish my nephew Rafi a very happy birthday. Happy birthday, mate. I love you very much. Also my mum. So happy birthday, mum. Love you very much. Thanks for all the support and watching the channel and looking after me. I really appreciate it. And also my little baby Sophia. Happy birthday, mate. Big number 2, I love you very much, and thank you for supporting the channel and looking after me as well. All right, let's get into the games, folks. So first up, not a lot in the first half of March, but the second half is pretty stacked. So if you see this video a bit late, that's the reason why. So let's get stuck into it. So first up, we've got Outcast, A New Beginning. Now, we spoke about this one in our Best of Next Fest from Steam. It was one of the demos I was looking forward to playing, and I can let you know I finally played it, and I'm happy to report that this game is fun. Based on the demo, you get to do everything. Cutter Slade is back, and he is ready to rock and roll in a brand new adventure. He's got shields, he's got jetpacks, he's got guns, he's got plasma rifles, and all that good stuff, and it plays and feels just like a really fun action-packed RPG. The shooting's really good, the movement's really good, you get the jetpack and glide around, so it feels really fun. It's got like a sort of a modern shooter type, Fortnite-y sort of type of gameplay feel to it, but it is a big open action RPG. So anyone who was a big fan of the original Outcast, like I mentioned, Cutter Slade has a number of tools at his disposal to get around the environment, including a jetpack where he can jump, air dash, glide, and really quickly traverse the massive open world. You can also combine dozens of different modules to create your own personal weapons for taking down robot invaders. You've got total control and approach to the story. You can do it at your own pace. Remembering Outcast is famous for being one of the first open world 3D non-linear RPGs ever available in the early 2000s, so they've kept that DNA, and you can approach this game however you want. You can explore the world with no boundaries, discover hidden temples and dangerous wildlife and enemies. You get to know the Talon culture, helping them free their villages and getting access to ancient powers and forces to destroy the enemies, and experience beautiful handcrafted worlds accompanied by an epic soundtrack by Outcast's original composer Lenny Moore. So I think you're going to like this one, guys. Outcast, A New Beginning is set to be released on the 16th of March 2024, so check it out. Alright, taking a little bit of a different turn now. Next up is the Outlast Trials. So if anyone's familiar with the Outlast series, it's a bit of a survival horror, first-person type escapism game where you're usually being hunted by various groups and things, and you have to make your escape and survive. And the Outlast Trial is the similar concept, but you're in like a mental hospital, and it looks like you've signed up to be part of the nightmare for this one. This game has been in early access since this time last year, I believe, so a few people are probably familiar with this one, but I have to say I haven't spent too much time with the Outlast series. I probably paid a little bit of the original one, but they're always been very well favored, and this one has positive reviews already. So if this is your type of thing, it's got like a kind of Saw sort of escape horror vibe to it that I'm actually sort of digging. It's got like a American Horror Story / Saw sort of cinematic feel to it. So this one might be right up my alley. I might get back into it and check it out. It releases in full on the 19th of March 2024. So for all you horror fans that are, chomping at the bit for something at the moment, this is probably one for you. The Outlast Trials releases on the 19th of March 2024, so check that one out. All right, next up, a little bit of an indie title. We've got Genopanic. I have been fortunate enough to get a copy of this game to playtest, so I've been checking this game out. This is a pixel art platforming Metroidvania-like, but they specifically say not really type of 2D platformer. Developed by Morbirate. These guys have created a really gorgeous world to jump and platform and shoot around in. The story centers around a GMOs, so genetically modified organisms that have gone wild in a space station, and you are an android sent to fix them. But because you're just a silly old android robot, you have a doggy companion AI that pops up here and there and gives you directions and everything like that. And the station itself has a sort of like saucy, spicy AI of its own that's a cat. So you've got this like cats and dogs dynamic, and then you've got all these like zombie-like modified creatures that are getting up and coming to get you. So you have to assemble all your weapons, pick things up, get jetpacks and things like that to get across the world. And it's got a real Mega Man-y type vibe to it. It's a really fun game. It just looks gorgeous and really intuitive to pick up. You pick it up and you sort of even you know what the controls are. Feels really great in the hand with the controller, and the story is cutesy and fun, and it's one of those games that is really difficult to put down once you've picked it up. So Genopanic doesn't have a release date on its Steam page yet, but my sources tell me that it will be available on the 20th of March. Genopanic, great little platformer. Check it out if you guys get the chance. It's a good one. All right, next up, guys, psychological horror meets Southern Gothic in Alone in the Dark, and finally it's coming out. It's a return to the series, and this one stars Jodie Comer and David Harbour. So Jodie Comer from Killing Eve, and David Harbour from everything, including Stranger Things and Captain America and all that good stuff. So this should be at least well acted and well scripted. There has been a prologue for this game out for quite some time. It's called Alone in the Dark Prologue, so you've been able to get your hands on it. So this game is a love letter to the groundbreaking original that lets you experience a haunting story through the eyes of one of two protagonists. So you can play as either Edward Carnby or Emily Hartwood and explore your environment, fight monsters, solve puzzles, and uncover the uneasy truth of Dogma Manor. So for this one, you're set in the 1920s South, and Emily Hartwood's uncle has gone missing. Together with a private investigator, she embarks on a journey to the Dogma Manor, a home for the mentally ill where something is lurking. You'll encounter strange residents, nightmarish realms, and dangerous monsters, and ultimately uncover a plot of rising evil. Sounds familiar, so it's pretty interesting that there's a couple of titles that have that like mental hospital theme releasing in March, but there you go. So this is a reimagining of Alone in the Dark, a love letter to the 90s cult classic game. Dive into a world full of sounds that make your skin crawl with a haunting yet mesmerizing doom jazz soundtrack. That that sounds right up my alley. I love atmospheric single-player titles that really get into you. Enjoy the thrill of desperate survival in a world where reality starts to crumble and evil lurks in every shadow, and ammunition is scarce. So they're going the Resident Evil type route with Alone in the Dark, and I'm here for it. Alone in the Dark is releasing on the 21st of March, so check it out. All right, moving on to a bit of a lighthearted one now. Nintendo is releasing Princess Peach Showtime for the Nintendo Switch. So we've talked about this one a couple of times on Computer Games Hardware. This one is on my daughter's Alyssa's wish list. It is a 2.5D platformer that brings Princess Peach into the spotlight, and the story goes that Princess Peach, it's sort of got like a Super Mario Brothers 2 vibe, where it's got like the theater theme going on to it, and Princess Peach sort of takes the shape of different sort of characters like Swashbuckling, Kung Fu Peach, and all these different adjectives and the backgrounds and things change to suit the type of levels. So this one's really focused on the gamer girls out there, myself included. I'm looking forward to this one. I can't wait to sit down with the girls and smash it out. So I'm expecting this one to be a massive hit. You've got Chef Peach, Swashbuckling Peach, she's got all different costumes and settings in this one. So this one is going to go off. You can expect to see Princess Peach Showtime arriving on the Switch on the 21st of March. Alright, you action RPG fantasy lovers, next up we have Dragon Dogmas 2. So this is a hotly anticipated huge action RPG. Anything goes. You can create all your characters and fighting styles and all that good stuff. This has been in development for quite some time now from Capcom. The huge world, single player narrative action RPG. It's been a big couple of months for the sort of games that I like, and I'm really looking forward to Dragon Dogmas 2. It's got a whole new world of monsters and characters, and you can create all different companions. So much so that the Steam page says that that the pawns, which are the companions that you can create and tailor to yourself, seem so realistic. It feels like you're playing with other players. So that's a bold claim. Be pretty exciting to check that one out. Looking forward to this one. Not much longer to go. So in Dragon's Dogma 2, you play as the Arisen, and like most RPGs, start with nothing but the shorts on your hips, and you are tasked with defending the pawns, who are the people in the towns and things, from the dragons and stuff like that. So you go on an epic journey to save the townspeople and make a name for yourself. There's a number of different play styles you can play with. So magic, rogue, you can play as a warrior and things like that. All sorts of weapon styles and play styles for you to pick and choose from. So it gets very in-depth, well known for its depth and RPG action. So this is going to be a great one. It's been a good couple of years for like Dungeons and Dragon type games, and this one is no different. So I'm looking forward to it. Dragon's Dogma 2 is releasing on March 22. Alright, you PlayStation fans out there, it has been a good month for PlayStation Studios and PC games, with Horizon Forbidden West set to be released also on March 22. Really excited. We've only got a couple of weeks left to get back into Aloy's story. PC port has some new and exciting features, so let's take a look at that. With the PC port of Horizon Forbidden West, you'll be able to play in ultra wide and super ultra wide resolution, as well as 48.9 triple monitor support. So that's pretty exciting for you triple monitor guys out there. You'll be able to witness the Forbidden West coming to life with NVIDIA DLSS 3 upscaling and frame generation, image enhancing NVIDIA DLAA, latency 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 reducing NVIDIA Reflex, AMD FSR, and Intel XES also supported. So this is a NVIDIA supported title. You'll still get to play with FSR and XESS, so that's really good to see. You've got a whole new range of graphics settings to suit your preference and unlock frame rates, and you can take full support with the DualSense controller, which also includes haptic feedback and trigger adaptive functionality. So that is really exciting. That's probably the best way to experience this game with a DualSense controller. I haven't got one actually. I might have to borrow one from someone because this is going to be epic. I'm really looking forward to Horizon Forbidden West coming to you also on March 22nd. So check that one out. All right, guys. Last and not least, Rise of the Ronin is releasing on PS5 also on March 22nd. So I don't know what these developers were thinking, but that is a stacked couple of weeks for new games releasing in March. So Rise of the Ronin is a epic samurai action adventure. You have a glider in this game, so you can skirt on the roofs of the roofs of feudal Japan and then glide from location to location. It features some pretty cool looking swordplay that has some Souls-like sort of inspiration to it. So this is coming to you from Team Ninja, who did Nihon. So expect some heavy Souls-like type of gameplay and probably a challenging type of game. It's been criticized for the way it looks in part of the tech demos that have been released and things like that running up to the release date. So if you can get past that, and I'm quite surprised about the way it has been presented, but I'm not too surprised about the way it looks, because if you look at lots of the Souls-like games, Elden Ring, all those types of games, Lies of P, they all have the same look. A lot of them are locked at the same frame rate, and that's because it supports their gameplay. So, insanely fun games, but yeah, a lot of people have commented that this hasn't, the look of this game hasn't met their expectation, but Sony has been marketing this one pretty hard, so I'm pretty sure that they think they've got a hit on their hands. So I'm gonna so let's wait and see for the what the reviews are. This is giving me like Tenku Stealth Assassin vibes from the original PS1. If a game needs to be remade, it's some of those old PS1 classics like Tenku, Stealth Assassins, Nightmare Creatures, and stuff like that. So if you're listening out there and you're thinking of a game to remake, there's a couple for you there. But this one looks pretty good. I'm pretty excited for it. Some of you might know a Ronin is a samurai without a master, so I don't know if that leads into the story anywhere. And a lot of the promotional material for Rise of the Ronin speaks to it having, what they call engaging combat. So I don't know what that means, but for me, it means hard. So if you're looking for an engaging Souls-like Japanese action adventure, this one might be for you guys. Rise of the Ronin, set to be released also on March 22nd. March is going to be a pretty big month for me. I don't know where I'm going to put my money. Everything looks pretty good out of the picks for these. Anyway, that's what I'm looking forward to in March. What about you guys? Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys are playing, what you think looks good. Where are you going to put your hard-earned dollars? That's going to do it for this one, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Big hello to all our new subscribers out there. If you're not subscribed, please chuck us a like, share, and subscribe. And watching the videos really helps me out. I'd really appreciate it. So thank you very much, guys. Thank you for all your support. I've enjoyed making this one. I hope you've enjoyed watching it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. See you next time.